Okay, this is the final Docket video for Lakewood Town Center. This is meant for our kick-ass asphalt crew and concrete crews to review and go out and do this work. So at the end of this video, the last probably minute of this video is going to show the concrete work, which is up here at number 7. Okay, number 7. This is on sheet number 4. Gunny should be giving you guys a set of drawings that look like this. They also have some other sheets that show the blown up version of all of it. So I'll show you that here in a second. But this is the easiest page to go off of right here. Down here in the legend, you're going to see 1 through 6, all the asphalt patchwork that needs to be done. And then number 7 is our concrete work that needs to be done, okay? So I went off of these dimensions here that you see on 1 through 6 for the asphalt, okay? And then finally, you're gonna look at grind and overlays that are shaded in dark gray up here, on this roadway, on that roadway, okay? So all the grind and overlay is up here on the north end of the property. And for reference, there's your Target building, the AMC Theater, and then up in here, up in this area, you got the bus transit area. I think you got like Rue 21 right there. And then over here, you got Wingstop. Before I go through the patchwork, I just want to point out real quick that on sheet 4.2 and on sheet 4.1, it tells you which one's 2-inch grind and overlay and what is 3-inch grind and overlay, okay? It'll say it on there, and I'll show you that here in a second. Patch number 1, patch number 2, it doesn't say patch number 3 right there, but patch number 3 is right here next to Burlington Coat Factory, or not just Burlington, I think it's what it's called. I marked all of these out. Patch number 4 and 5, which is up by PetSmart, Office Depot. Patch number 6, which is way up here in the north end. I've got that sprayed in. And then, of course, I've got number 7, which is the concrete. I also have all the grind and overlay sprayed in as well. So you're going to see that on this video. Okay, let's look at number 1. Patch number 1's by Barnes & Noble, which you see on that map. Okay, boom. It's got a catch basin right in the middle there. You got plenty of parking and staging in this whole property. So you're not going to have any issues with getting around and parking anywhere. I mean, there's nobody out here. So patch number 1, it's an 8x8 at that catch basin. Okay, so now I'm over at patch number 2 and patch number 3, which is next to Burlington and Famous Footwear. Both patches are actually right in front of Burlington. So you see, out here in front of Burlington, you got patch number 2. I marked the numbers on here so you can see what we're doing. And then over here, patch number 3, I did a little bit shorter than what it says on the dimensions. I think it said a 15 by 6 or something like that, but it looks like we only need to do about 10. Okay, it's right here in front of Burlington, right there. Plenty of parking, as you can see. Okay, so now I just drove up the road here in the parking lot, and I'm in front of Office Depot and PetSmart, showing you patch number 4, patch number 5. So there's your Office Depot, and directly out in front of Office Depot, you'll see this patch that needs to be done, okay? It's just a little pothole in the middle. I've got it numbered, so there you go, it's right there. And then I'll show you this one over here by PetSmart. Okay, now I'm in front of PetSmart. This is the other patch we're doing here, right across, well, right in front of the entrance here where this lady is. I think it's a 12 by 30 that I marked out. You'll see, I've got patch number 5 marked right there, okay? So that's number 5. You'll see there's a decent amount of parking, so we could park right out here if we need to go do that patch at number 5. We could take up some of these stalls if we want, or we could park out here. There's just plenty of parking. Okay, and before I get over to number 6, I'm right here past number 5, patch number 5. If you come out onto the road here, you get to this stop sign, and you got Wingstop that's up here, right here. And then right next to it is 24 Hour Fitness. But we need to do a 3-inch grind and overlay on this whole section here. Well, at least on half of the road. And then we have 3-inch grind and overlay inside the parking lot on the drive aisle from here to there. So if you look at page 4.1, you'll see on here in the pavement legend, it says proposed limit of 3-inch surface milling. So this is your 3-inch grind and overlay. Okay, it goes to the stop sign here, and it goes out into the road and directly across on this. So it's half of the road going all the way up, and I've got it marked. I'll show you here in a second. And then all the way through this section here in front of Party City and all of that. That is all 3-inch. Remove and replace. I mean, grind and overlay, not remove and replace. Grind and overlay. All right, so there's wing stop. Okay, so there's the wing stop. Here's half of the road. You can see I marked it in. Okay, goes directly across. We're gonna capture most of this. You'll see that there's like a survey pin over there in that area. But we're gonna grind and overlay this half of the road. Okay, so you can see how I spray it in a line. I basically divided the space here from curb to curb, went down the center line. Then I also found the survey marks in the road here. So I found a survey pin at about the center of the road. But we'll do grind and overlay on this whole entire section here where this gray truck is driving, this whole side of the road. I'm almost thinking we could probably block this whole entire area if we had to and give people the option to drive other directions. Okay, so now I'm up here on this side of the road. You'll see that we're doing grinding on this section right in here. I've got it sprayed in. You'll see I made some incorrect marks here. I went too far this way, but it needs to be the skip mark that's on this side. Okay, and you'll see I ran all the way through down here. There's some iron occasionally in some of these spots. You'll see some iron in here, but we're gonna do this whole section of the road. You can see my spray marks, and I put it all the way to there. Don't go across the road there. That was my mistake. I put little squiggly marks there. I put the arrow where the corner is and where we're doing the grind and overlay of the 3-inch. Okay, so then right here, from the grind and overlay out on this road, we've got grind and overlay all the way down this. This is the 3-inch. It just goes from here all the way down to the stop sign. So from right here all the way down. Okay, and like I was saying on traffic control, I'd be willing to bet that we could probably shut it down over there and make people drive, you know, to a different entrance possibly if we wanted to. I don't know, but whatever we can get away with, I guess. But my guess is because of all the different entrances, we probably could stop traffic right there where the double yellow stops and just block it off and people can go a different direction. I don't know, that's just my opinion, because I believe this is all on Lakewood Town Center property where we're doing this grind and overlay right here. Okay, all right, I'm gonna take you over there where the 2-inch grind and overlay is. Okay, on sheet 4.2, this is gonna be the area in front of Old Country Buffet, Lane Bryant, Route 21, Maurice's. This is a 2-inch grind and overlay all throughout this drive aisle, and then I sprayed it in exactly like this, where it goes up and over. I ended up spraying that in. As a matter of fact, I might not have extended that out long enough, but that's okay. This whole area here is grind and overlay in the parking lot. And then there's a line, a fine line that goes across there, and I sprayed that in. We're not doing this area bubbled in red. It got taken out of the scope of work, okay? All right, so you can see front of Old Country Buffet, I sprayed it in. Got your LOC locate marks there that I put in. Looks like somebody else has come out and done some graffiti too. It's this whole drive aisle. And then you can see we're just going right off of the seam here where all this new asphalt was done last year. And we're just doing this whole drive aisle all the way down. And then as we get down there, we'll do the parking lot on that portion. Okay, now I'm parked right here right where this defining line is. I'm going to show you this little area right there. Okay, so you can see where old asphalt is and new asphalt is where I'm parked, right in front of Route 21. I've got the arrow marked in the corner. You go all the way around the island there. It's all that drive aisle. This goes all the way down. I marked it at the corner, so it's very easy to figure out here. So there you go, there's the corner. You can see where the new asphalt was. This got taken out, but we're doing all of this, and then you can see I put the line in. Okay, that's the end of our grind and overlay. We're not touching this area on the south end. We're doing all that parking area right there. And then up here, I'll show you where I sprayed it in. So just so you know, when they did the asphalt repair last year, they went all the way to the curb. They didn't like leave, you know, 6 inches. They ended up taking out the whole thing. So I'm just letting you know that. We'll probably have to do the same thing. But here's our spray marks. Okay, came across the road here, came all the way down, and I went over. In the drawing, it shows it going all the way to this point. I think the drawing shows it going from the center line and then over across the road right here. I ended up taking it back to there. I think we'll probably be okay if we only go to that spot. If you want to go to here, because it shows it on the drawing, it's just a little bit more, so it's not like it's much more. We measured it, I think, to the spot anyways, and over. I didn't mark it, my bad. So go ahead and you can grind and overlay to that last piece of iron, which is at the center line here. Take that imaginary line right there, draw it across to the center of the road, and then go over. That would be fine. That was my bad. I sprayed it in the wrong spot. Okay, I think that's it for this area. I think I need to show you over on the other side of the bus station, patch number 6, and then the concrete work. On the striping, one thing Chris Lee is going to need to know, we'll probably need to see this, is he's not going to see this particular crosshatch in front of Route 21, but he's going to have to put that in. Okay, those aren't 12-inch lines, those are like 6-inch lines, so he's going to have to spray that in after the asphalt's done. All the striping crosswalks that are over there in the crosshatching, you'll see that it goes across the road and then it goes into the parking lot. So it'll be easy to tie in, but he'll need to match that. Okay, back on sheet 4, I'm showing you patch number 6, which is over by Pizza Studio. Pizza Studio is right here. This is a simple little 8x8 patch. There's Pizza Studio right there. And then you got this ADA stall marked as number 6. You got a piece of iron right in the middle of that ADA symbol there, okay? Last thing I'm gonna show you is the concrete sidewalk that's over there, over by my tweaker friends. Okay, the last one's number 7. This is the sidewalk, okay? This is for the concrete crew. Patch number 7 by the bus station. You got La Palma Mexican restaurant. I've got it marked out. We need to put in a 7x5 ramp. There's a detail sheet provided on the set of drawings that tell us what kind of ramp to put in, and then we're just putting sidewalk all the way up, broom finish, and then we'll pour the curbing monolithically with the sidewalk. But we will have to saw cut right there, okay? I see there's power right here, so I'm not sure if there's any power under here, but we definitely probably need to locate this just to make sure there's nothing wrong. I mean, granted, if we saw cut out of here and we're only removing to the surface, we should be okay. Since we're not going underground, we're just taking out the stuff above the asphalt surface. But here you go, that's where the concrete curb, sidewalk, and ramp is right here, number 7. Okay, and then directly across, since I'm here right now, where those cars are driving down there, that's the last grind and overlay section that we're doing. And it starts as soon as you go past the intersection, it goes all the way through to the stop sign, and then you'll see my markings. It stops and then starts again after the second intersection, and then stops as you get down to Target. Okay, that should do it. I don't need to drive down there. You guys will be able to see my markings. It's from between the curbs all the way down on that grind and overlay. As soon as you get past this intersection right here, that's where it starts.